so I'm going to do a no contact reading this week. It's going to be your person's energy, their feelings, intentions, actions, and the future position. If this resonates, then there'll be a part 2 in subscription, and that'll cover more of the future positions as well as hidden energy and the outcome of the situation. Right. So if you want to inquire about personal reading, please click the link under my bio or in description. Let's go. Oh, yes. I'm hot and sweaty. I've just walked my dog for ages and I'm like literally boiling right now, but let's get it done. So Virgo, please. Virgo. So don't let the past hold you back. That's the first card you've received, is don't let the past hold you back. Okay. Okay, Virgo. Focus. Wow. So there's focus here. Don't let the past hold you back, and we've got focus. Let's have a look what we've got in a love oracle for you, Virgo. It says, express your love, go ahead and make that romantic gesture. So as it's non-contact, this could be that you need to express your love or someone's going to express their love with you. It's recommended, obviously, by that, but yeah. Let's find out a little bit more with the tarot. So let's find out about your person's energy. So Virgo, your person's energy, please. Okay, wounded, exhausted. What's going on in terms of their feelings towards you? Feelings towards Virgo, please. A magician, so it could be a Gemini, but the manifestation is here. Maybe they're manifesting exhaustion. I don't know, because it's obviously he's got the magician pointing up at that, their energy. Oh dear. So anyway, let's have a look at their true intentions for Virgo. True intentions. Yeah, they're spying, or they're looking, or researching, or trying to understand something. There. What actions will they take? What actions will this person take towards Virgo, please? They're confused. They don't know. There's options. There's delusion. And I'm going to have to find out more about that. And what's the future position, Virgo? The future position in this situation. An ending. Closing out a cycle. This could be coming to a complete end. Closing out completely. Okay, so your person is exhausted, wounded. You could have hurt them, so they're the wounded warrior, obviously, but you might not have hurt them. But anyway, we're speaking about someone that has a lot of stuff going on. Okay, let's go. Virgo's person, please, in non-contact. Single, self-reliant. They're very independent, or they're wounded because they have to be single, maybe. I don't know. Let's have a look. Let me get these back. Yeah, this person's really got their walls up. Yeah, they're very stubborn. It could be a Taurus, because I've got Taurus energy here. And we've also got the 9 of Pentacles, but we've got someone that's really concentrating on themselves. They have got their walls up, they've got their boundaries up, they've also very determined, like they're very focused. It could be they're very stubborn and they're fixed on on them putting themselves first. You see what I'm trying to say? Because there's been a lot of exhaustion or a lot of wounds in the situation. So they're a wounded warrior, but they're also giving back to themselves. They have got boundary up, so I don't know if they don't want to speak, or you know, there's some boundaries that need to be set in play. With that being said, there's that very strong, sharp energy of the 4 of Pentacles. They're trying to, you know, establish a stability within themselves. And let's have a look at what's going on. They're actually holding on to something as well. It could be they're very stubborn. So let's have a look what's going on in terms of how they currently feel towards you, Virgo. How they feel towards Virgo. We have got a Tower. Scorpio energy. Hope and wish and want. They want happiness. They want to bring some abundance or happiness into the situation, but they feel that this is broken. It's very, they feel that this is very sort of unstable in their feelings, or the situation, sorry, that's my daughter laughing, or the situation is very unstable. Due to the fact that the Tower is here, we have got hope and wish and want to maybe bring some illumination or some happiness or abundance back into a situation, and how they feel towards you. That's maybe what they're manifesting. It's like, oh God, I just don't want to think about this Tower. It's been so unstable. I kind of want to manifest some sort of happiness. Leo energy, Leo season. We've also got Gemini and Scorpio here, so it could be anyone. But like I said, they are really wanting to look at this happiness out there. They want to look at this sun. It could also be a hope and wish and want in Leo season, because we're coming to Leo season in a couple of days, that they're really wanting to focus on bringing some abundance back to the situation with you. The Tower is here, so it's still quite unstable. So I don't know if you're going from the Tower to the Sun straight away, or if there's a bit of work that needs to be done in between times in their feelings towards you. Find out as we go along, but anyway, let me find out what their intentions. Let's try again. What their intentions with you are, Virgo. So we have got that Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is an investigation, learning, researching, that kind of energy. There could have been an argument, or there could have been immaturity in their intentions. So let's find out. King of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Ending. Wow. Queen of Wands is ending to a perfect match. This is the King and the Queen of Wands in their intentions, but we've got a done, dusted, defeated energy in the centre of it, which is really upsetting. So theoretically, we've got the perfect match, and there's been an ending, or there's working out ways of letting go of, or feeling depleted, insecure, letting go of something, and now there's a research on what to do going forward. But like I said, I might need to have a clarifier for this one, because all I've got is a perfect match, and there's an ending in between in their intention. Maybe they're looking at that ending and thinking of ways to come back together because they feel like it's a perfect match. Let me find out what the Ten of Swords is telling me. What's this Ten of Swords, please, for Virgo? Ten of Swords. Third party. Ending to a third party or a heartbreak, and dropping the burden. So maybe there's been a third party in this situation, or a bit of heartbreak. There's a bit of stagnation on change at the moment in this person's energy with you in their intentions. Look, there's been a bit of pain here, or a third party situation, but this is a perfect match. So there is a lot of lessons maybe to be learned by this person or by yourself. Anyway, let's find out. Or there could be a third party involved, and that's why there's no contact between you and that other person. King and Queen of Wands, like I said, it could be a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Anyway, let's find out what actions this person's going to take, because there's options, or there's an opportunity here. There's some confusion, so I don't know what opportunity is going to come from that. So let's find out this person's actions towards Virgo, please. Confused about a high level of commitment. Maybe there is a high level of commitment with you two, and they're confused of why, what's going on, all this broken energy in this high level of commitment, this ending to a high level of commitment, which is causing now this person in their actions towards you to be confused. There is a stability here, or there was an offer of stability, and there's now confusion in that, possibly. We've got the Six of Wands, so someone does want victory or be victorious in a situation. Maybe they want you to put the work into that victory in stabilising and putting a high level of commitment together, or it was already a high level of commitment that's just gone wrong. Let's find out. Yeah, this Queen of Swords. It's very cold and detached now. They do care about you. They're sincere, by the way, very sincere, and they do care, but there's the back to it now. So it's Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. They've got the back to it. They feel like, you know, there's been a shut off, there's been a cut off. This is a current energy. We'll find out in part 2 what the future positions look like. But at the moment, someone is confused about how to get victory and stabilise it. However, there's been a cut off or a shut off, and it feels cold and detached a little bit in their actions towards you. They kind of know their worth on a situation as well, this person, because they've got the boundary up, or they've got defences in play at the moment. So let's have a look what's going on in terms of the future position of this. There's conflict about an ending or closing out a cycle completely. Someone who really wants to let go and have a new beginning here, or you both want to have a new beginning, and you want to stabilise it, you want to bring a bit of stability into a situation. And it could well be that there is stability coming forward in the situation in the near future, but on the contrary, someone or both of you, there's still a little bit of conflict. There could be fear, fighting, battle, whatever that is, with that Five of Swords. We've got the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is normally internal conflict, so it's not as extreme as the Five of Swords. But on the contrary, saying we've got the Five of Swords underneath the deck does really feel like there is some sort of cold, detached energy. There could be an argument, there could be a conversation, someone's fearing a conversation, there's been a battle in conversation. So ultimately, some kind of like new focus of letting go. And having a fresh approach on this is required. And again, we've got that page of Pentacles to suggest there is some sort of stability in the near future coming forward in this situation. So thank God. Yeah, thank God.